I'm in front of our school in Velenje, and so are these two fellas. So tell us, boys, where are we?
So, my task today is to introduce our school center Velenje, ŠCV, Šolski center Velenje. My name is Matej, and on my left side is
Pesim Sulic.
Tako.
Velenje School Center is a public education and educational institution composed of 5 secondary schools. Mining school, school of mechanical, electrical and computing school, school of the service industry and high school. Education in our education work is carried out by 4,000 participants, students and adults in 30 high school programs and 6 post-secondary programs.
So far, we have successfully carried out more than 80 domestic and international projects for the exchange of students, pilot and development projects, functional training for the needs of various clients, career guidance and cooperation with countries of the former Yugoslavia as well as with EU members.
Now I'm going to tell something about School for Electrical and Computing. At our school, 423 students are educated in high school programs in the fields of electrical engineering, mechatronics, computer science and telecommunications. Lessons take place only in the morning between 8 a.m. and 2:35 p.m. Practical instruction takes place in specialized labs like workshops in schools and in places of intercompany center Velenje.
We have well-equipped classrooms with our own achievement in development, production and transfer of modern educational technology and education, using a computerized information system, communication technology, and we also participate in various EU projects.
So I'm standing on a big plane. Boys, why don't you help me out where we are?
Yeah, surely. Hello, I'm Suleiman, I'm from Velenje, and my co-host is Mr. Agriant. So let's start. I will tell you something about Tito Square in Velenje. The monument of Josip Broz Tito is located in the central square. The statue was built by Anton Augustincic and Vladimir Herljevic. The statue was set in honor of Tito's 85th birthday of former Yugoslav president. Tito was invited and he missed the celebration because of visiting the states abroad. Tito visited Velenje 4 times, first on 19th of August in 1958. Every year the people in Velenje celebrate the New Year on the Tito Square.
And here in my left side is a culture house. In the culture house we often organize different events like school events and local events. There are a lot of different monuments. Here is a monument on Emile Puške and here is the monument for the National Liberation War.
We will present you with ways of entertainment and tourism spots in Velenje. We know that nowadays entertainment for young people is very important because of social interactions with new people, making new friendships and for relaxation at the end of the week. Now we will talk about how youth spends their free time and the places where they hang out. Now we are located at Tito Square. In Slovenia we have 3 Tito Squares. One of them is located in Velenje. It's located approximately in the middle of Velenje. Occasionally there are events like New Year celebration and St. Nicholas Day for kids. Every year there is a festival honoring Pippi Longstocking exclusively in Slovenia.
Now we are at the next location, MC, or Youth Center in English. Youth Center was founded in 1996. MC was moved to a new student hostel next to the old hostel. At the old location, MC Platz was founded in 2010. It is located in Rdeča Dvorana, we can see it here. And it's used as a coffee bar, art gallery, multifunctional space for concerts and plays, physical exercise and social games. Mostly it's a place for social and cultural bonding with other youth groups. The MC organized 1-week project Konigunda during summer. It consists of concerts of different genre art exhibition and youth theater plays. Every year there are a lot of people of different ages attending this festival, where you can educate yourself about different arts and music genres.
Now we are located here at the skate park next to the Rdeča Dvorana. There is Max and Winner Club also located in the Rdeča Dvorana. During the summer there are multiple events going out in Sunshine Park. There is basketball and football court, volleyball. The Gymnasia Art Studio is located in the old kindergarten. There is also an outdoor cinema at the Veleni Lake. And for the kids, there is a big playground next to the bus station. The town cinema is a part of Hotel Paka. It has two viewing halls, one is bigger than the other. At the end of the school year, there is an event called Pardugaja, which takes place in the Gymnasia Park and lasts for a whole week. Every day there is a different genre of music, such as house, techno, hip-hop, rock, metal and sweet reggae music. The Pipi Longstocking Festival used to take place at the Rdeča Dvorana, but since there are more and more people attending this tradition, it was moved to the Veleni Lake due to the shortage of space. It takes place from 18th to 24th of September. There are many children workshops and fun events, mostly for young children. There are a couple of roller coasters for children and all kinds of people.
I'm not familiar with these parts of Velenia, so I'll leave the rest to these boys. All I know is that we have to climb up those stairs, and it won't be fun. So, guys, enjoy.
Hi, my name is Grega and this is Luca, and we will introduce you something about Villa Bianca and the old part of Velenia.
Villa Bianca is behind the city castle and was built in the 1825. Today it's known as a tourist attraction, and there you can buy gifts and souvenirs.
The villa also has an acoustic chamber and a restaurant.
Beneath the castle lies the city Velenia, which was here since 1264.
It was one of the oldest medieval markets in Slovenia.
The city remains unchanged and it was recently renovated.
Okay, now let's dig a little deeper.
Velenia is an administrative, political and economic city.
Under the Veleni castle lies the settlement, which has been recently only a 1,000-old house. This part is called Old Velenia.
In 1801, a fire broke out and damaged the whole market, but it has been recently renovated.
When they're starting to build a new city, the old town of Velenia slowly became forgotten, and the city known as Velenia started to form as we know it today.
Right now we are standing in front of the Velenia Sky Jump, which was a host of many different competitions in Europe, but in the last few years there haven't been many competitions because of its poor condition. Also, the ski jump is now closed.
Well, we climbed up those stairs and I'm still alive, believe it or not, and so are the rest of my crew. Anyway, well, this is the most beautiful view I've ever seen, so the more about Castle Velenia, let's leave it to these boys.
Hello, my name is Alexei Floriancic.
And I am Gregor Gorshik, and we are going to present you the old Castle Velenia. Is the old Velenia castle among the most preserved castles in Europe?
The Velenia castle is one of the most preserved castles in Europe.
When was the castle built, and where is the castle located?
It was built in 1270s by Kunschberg family.
Who owned the castle, and was the castle restored?
Throughout the history, it often changed its owners. It was restored in the 16th century and transformed into a half fortress into a Renaissance residence. Carlo and Bianca Adamovich were two of the most important owners in the late 19th century. The last owner of the castle, Count Coronini Kronberg, used it only as a summer residence until 1943 when he was deported from Velenia.
What happened to the castle after the Second World War?
After the Second World War, the castle became general public property. At the time, there was a lot of equipment destroyed and the building was falling apart. In the year 1957, the castle was restored and modified into a museum of coal mining.
What can we find in the castle rooms nowadays?
In the rooms of the castle, there are several galleries. The collection represents the very rich and diverse development of artistic creation from the early 20th century to the beginning of 21st century. At the permanent exhibition there are 64 works by Slovenian artists who represent the development of painting in our country.
Can you tell us something about Mastodon and its excavation location?
They were discovered in 1964 in Škale near Velenia. In the prehistoric former stables, the archaeologists found two species of mastodon, predecessors of today's elephants, and they are shown in gallery. Mastodons strode Šaleška Valley about 2 million years ago. The most interesting item is a plastic mastodon in natural size, made by sculptor Dora Novak. The bones of mastodon are exhibited in the glass cases. On the wall hangs an impressive oil painting made by Tomasz Perk showing Shalishka Valley in the beginning of the Ice Age.
When was the Shalishka Valley first mentioned?
Shalishka Valley was first mentioned in documents dating from the 12th century until the end of the 17th century, in the time of a decline of Middle Age society. Now we are going to talk about Velenia as a modern city. How many citizens live in the Shalek Valley center?
Velenia has more than 30,000 citizens in the Shalek Valley.
How the Velenia city was founded?
The modern city was founded in the decades after World War II near the old town under the Velenia castle. It lies at an altitude of 396 meters.
What things make Velenia a well-known city?
The coal and the world-famous factory Gorenia have not long been the only distinction of Velenia. The city is not only modern among its people on the outside, it's famous for but wonderful diversity of immigrants, which gives a pleasant feeling not only to ourselves but also to the numerous guests. The central part of the municipality of Velenia is the valley width of the river Paca. The best developed part in Shalek Valley is the eastern part. The city of Velenia has the 5th largest population in Slovenia.
Do you think that Velenia is the city of opportunities?
In conclusion, Velenia has always been the city of opportunities, but there is a question. Is there still a future for my generation in the beautiful city?
Healthy life, a quick cool down, football and more. That's what our lake has to offer. But we shouldn't forget the stadium. After all, it's where athletes love to be.
Right now we are standing near one of the Shalek lakes, which were formed after the Second World War. They are most certainly the best known touristic location around here. The lakes were formed as a result of underground mining of lignite in Velenia coal mine. Coal mining has changed and still changing Shalek Valley and its lakes. The lakes were given names after the first settlements which once stood on today's lake's location, and Nedeljko will tell their names.
Yes, those lakes are Lake Škale, Lake Velenia and Lake Družmirje. When lakes formed, they flooded a lot of fertile ground and settlers there didn't like that at the beginning, but times are changing and people are getting used to the lakes because they are a great touristic location.
When the winter is harsh, the citizens of Velenia and its suburb can ice skate on this lake. But as we can see, there is no harsh winter this year and there is a giant hole inside.
If we have luck, we can swim under the ice too. So.
Industry of research and education activities. Those are the words I couldn't get right, but I got them this time. Anyway, we shall leave the rest of the talk to this guy.
Okay, I'm the guy. Hello again. So, MITS. Intercompany Training Center is one of the parts of the School Center Velenia, a public educational institution with more than 50-year tradition, which consists of 5 secondary schools and higher professional school. During the school year 2010 and 2011, there were 3,889 people included in the educational process. MITS has also been successfully involved in a variety of domestic and international projects for many years. Currently, we are involved in 18 projects, 9 domestic and 9 international ones.
Find the victim. Oh, Anita, come here. I love you. Anyway, well, fancy meeting you here. I think you're on project week 2, are you?
Yes.
Okay, what is your project?
I'm preparing for a competition in modern installation systems. The competition is in the end of March, I think. So I'm programming all the time.
Wow, for a girl, that's a big job.
I know.
Anyway, well, so folks, that's it. If you want to know more about Velenia, you can ask Google. He knows everything. He's like a girlfriend anyway. Well, see you next time. Bye.
existeren. Dan ben ik het Foknal.